Hi, today we're gonna walk outside in a new street. It's called Nguyen Luong Bang here in District 7, and we're gonna walk along here and we're gonna talk a little about District 7 today. As you see, this is a wide, big road, and not too much traffic jam here. And that is one of the upsides with living in District 7. It's more space than in many other districts and a little less traffic. That is due to like the prices here on the apartments and houses are much higher than in other districts. Less can afford it, and then of course you have less people, less traffic. So that makes District 2 is the same, a little higher price I would say in District 2. So compared to other districts that is called more like working district for working people, cheaper houses, cheaper apartments, lots more people, lots more traffic, and much more busy. So District 7 is more open, less traffic, more nice. District 2 and District 7 are also less polluted because of this. Less people, naturally less polluted. And the other thing is, when people can afford to buy or rent luxury apartments, have nice cars and motorbikes, they usually have education and good jobs. So they are more educated, and that is also something that will differ from other districts. Here across the road you see a big red and white building. That is actually the gymnastic hall of the Canada School. So we are not far from my home, and this is where the Canada School is. So it's I think I walked up here in walking maybe 20 minutes to the Canada School, so it's not far. And on a motorbike I estimate about 4 minutes from Sky 89 to here. So it's not far, absolutely not far. So we are still in Tan Phu, Ward Tan Phu, which is just outside Phu My Hung. Phu My Hung is just down the street here a little, and not far. And that is the city center of District 7. And of course, everywhere in the world it's most expensive in the district, in the center, in the city center. So that's how it is here as well. Here we have like a preschool, kindergarten, tiny flower Montessori. So here is for the youngest kids. And then you see the building red and white down there. That used to be a part of the Canada School, but now it becomes Cederberg School. So yeah, that a little nice. And if you keep going down that road with the Canada School in there, you come to the Korean International School, Taipei School, and the Japan School. So there's also a Vietnamese school down there. So yeah, a lot of schools here. So yeah, it's you see the big road, and you have flowers and trees. District 7 is actually pretty nice, open, spacious, parks and green, and it's nice. It much less polluted than many other districts, and spacious. And I mean, yeah, some of these buildings look a little old, some maybe are a little old, but they have high quality. So you can actually buy buildings, buy apartments here, and they keep it nice. So yeah, and the newer the building is, the better quality in the build it is, because now here in Vietnam they actually put up the quality a lot, because so many foreigners live here, and they want to attract foreigners. So yeah, that's one of the reasons. And of course things change, like I need to see where to go here, because actually there wasn't any sidewalk here, but I think that's just a little here, and then it is a sidewalk again. So yeah, now we're going to walk a little and have a look. I made a video about that American school and the problems there. And actually now the fact what's going on with the American International School is that some of the teachers, well, some of the parents, they paid extra, not all of them, after pressure and begging from the school owner and chairwoman of the school. So apparently the school has been open now for 2-3 weeks, and now on April 26th is the last day. Then they actually shut it down, because not every parent could afford to pay more. And so yeah, that's unfortunately and how it is. And they have been talking to, because that school has run the IB program, so they talked to the IB organization, and actually they have concluded with that the students have gone through most of the year. They have learned basically what they need to learn, and they should be able to pass the exams. So now they quit more early than anyone else in Ho Chi Minh City, and that's that. I mean, the American school is seemed to me like it's done. The school have massive debt. It's closing now on April 26th, and with that debt, I don't. They're not allowed to admit new students for the year 24-25 either. So I don't see anywhere how this school can keep on operating or keep staying alive. I do, however, hope that this school will be sold and somebody new like buy it and open it and fix things, because it is a huge campus, amazing campus, great facilities. They have everything you need there, and it would be a shame if nobody buy it and it doesn't stay open. So hopefully that will happen. Now this chairwoman, of course, she have been doing some things with economy that she shouldn't have done, and she's under investigation, and she's not allowed to leave Vietnam. I do expect her to go to jail, and according to the news, they have frozen all her assets, her private assets as well as businesses. So yeah, that's a bit about the American school. It's sad it happened, and not the only school or the first time in Vietnam. So coming to Vietnam to be a teacher, well, it's not just a dance on roses. This was supposed to be one of the best schools and so on, and even that school went down. So yeah, then we have this other case with a chairwoman that is more into building buildings and owning a bank and stuff like that. She is caught. She initially, over a period of 10 or 11 years, she had many CEOs and like many people under her that worked for her, and together they all took out 2,500 loans in that time frame, 10-11 years. And now that woman is sentenced to death, and in that time frame it's actually unbelievable. She managed to scam 44 billion US dollars. That is a hell of a lot of money. That is 10% of the GDP in Vietnam. 10% of the country's GDP. That is pretty insane. It's so huge numbers. I mean, 44 billion dollars. She managed to scam over 2,500 bank loans. So I don't know, but they did give her or put her up. I don't know if she convicted yet, but it is like from the district attorney, they demand the death sentence for her. I saw one say that usually that sentence get turned around. They do it like that so they can negotiate with this woman to make her pay back as much of the money as she possibly can. Now that go from foreign banks where she hide the money, it go from real estate, it go from stocks, whatever she owned, whatever she can sell, right? Money in the bank, everything she can sell, whatever. Everything they can get back, it's what they're working on now. Because she was in the loop here, and I think it was 85 people that helped her, and all of them are on trial. I think about 8 fled the country, but the rest is caught. They have to pay back, all of them, and that's what the government is working on, so they get pretty hard sentences. But if they pay back, if they manage to pay back and so on, there is a possibility that some of these sentences get reduced or turned around, especially the death sentence. Probably turned around to something like life in prison or something, or maybe less than life in prison, I don't know. Yeah. So, yeah, it's a sad story, but it is also an incredible story. In the end, she was prosecuted for scamming, was it 13 billion US dollars? So many say, yeah, that's what she was caught for. No, she was actually caught for scamming 44 billion US dollars, but they couldn't find everything and prove everything because it's so big. It's been going over so many years that, you know, what they eventually could come up with and go after her for was only 13 billion US dollars. Like that is a small amount. Hell no, but the full and total amount is actually 44 billion US dollars. So it is the biggest scam I have absolutely ever heard of. 10% of the nation's GDP. That is insane. So yeah, that's how it's going with that case. And yeah, that's what's been in the news lately. So nothing much there, because they keep writing about this almost every day, and that's it. Now I think now showing you a little of District 7, Now we are actually in Phu My Hung. We've been walking, so we are out. My building, Sky 89, is in Ward Tan Phu, but now we are actually in Ward Phu My Hung. So you see, it's not far. It actually 2 blocks down. Then that's where I came into Phu My Hung, or 3 blocks down. That's where Phu My Hung started. So I've been in Phu My Hung for 10 minutes ish. Yeah, no, 5 minutes already at least. So yeah, Phu My Hung is so close to Sky 89. Like I say, we live just outside Phu My Hung, the city center, in District 7. And that's why we live in a very good area. So yeah, and you see here as we walk there. Another thing I want to say about District 7, and I believe it's the same for District 2, the 2 expat districts, is that the crime rate here in District 7 is very low, and it cannot be compared to District 7 or Tamban, where the airport is, that district, or Go Vap. And the reason for that is many rich Vietnamese live here, many rich foreigners live here, and naturally the police is a little faster on the cases here, and they keep it a little more safe. Now when it's like that, every building have cameras. You see security guards everywhere. Lots of security guards, lots of cameras, police stations. It's not that place where people want to do crime. Okay, we want to rob some. Let's go to District 7 and rob some. They have shitload of security, shitload of police and cameras everywhere. You know, people start to think, it's easier to go other place. And that's the reality. That's what's happening. So now I walk out, I use my phone, hold it in one hand. If I did that in District 1, probably somebody would come on a motorbike, 2 guys. The guy on the back would probably snap my phone faster than anything. But that doesn't happen here in District 7. I mean, of course, you know, we live in a city, it can happen. You are never 1000% safe, but the chances of it here in District 7 are very tiny and small. So it is a safe district to live in, and I think people should know that. Also, it is a district that is a lot less polluted, and like I said, big space. Can go up the stairs here. Usually I drive here either on a bike or in a taxi, so there are, when I walk, I see a little more. Some things are new to me too, because now I walk and I can actually see it instead of just go fast. I will make a video a little. I see many come to Vietnam and many come to Thailand and the Philippines. A lot of Westerner, and most people, I think, oh yeah, now we're in Southeast Asia, we're gonna buy a bike or we rent a bike, we're gonna drive, we're gonna have fun, we're gonna, you know, it's a piece of cake. And yeah, I'm gonna talk a little about that in my next video. Now you see the traffic here. This is District 7, it's not that much traffic, but I will show you as they come now. There are quite a few motorbikes. We're gonna stand here because they will come pretty soon now. And now you're gonna see the motorbikes, how they go. And I mean, many die in the traffic here. I'm not gonna say more. And even I bought a motorbike. I have one. I rarely drive motorbike here. I usually take Grab or taxi because this traffic is it's, what should I say, not easy to understand. Here people just drive, and most of them do not have like secure helmets. They are not certified by EU standard or American standard. Cheap helmets like an eggshell, if you fall, that helmet will crack open. It looked fancy and it looked nice, but it's cheap as hell. Probably $10 maximum for those helmets, and they crack open as long as you knock your knuckle on it and they crack open. It's really bad helmets. So it's dangerous to drive in Southeast Asia. The traffic rules here are, it's like here we just drive, it's about getting firsts everywhere. We're not stopped for pedestrians, we don't stop for this or that, we just go, simple as that. And that is a little hard. It's like there isn't any traffic rules coming from Western countries. We have the stop lines, we have the stop signs, we have red lights, we have all these pedestrian crossovers. You press the light and you have the green man and the red man and stuff. Here at this road we have that. In smaller roads you don't. So it's not easy to drive a car or a motorbike in Southeast Asia in a big city. I know some do. I also know a lot of people have accidents, and that is not something you want to have in Southeast Asia. First of all, you have to pay the one you are in an accident with a lot. Then it's the hospital bill, you have to pay a lot. It's very expensive, not to mention that you can get very hurt yourself. So we're going to go a little into that. I'm going to make a little video about that. But just so you know, just briefly, I do have a bike. I bought a brand new one. I bought a brand new Honda Airblade. So that was almost 1 year ago. It was in the Honda shop, and I took a brand new out of the shop. Yeah. Yeah, that about 11 months ago now, I think. So we have a very nice bike, easy to drive and all this, but you know, you have to have insurance, you have to have driver license, you have to have a valid visa before you can drive legally here. And even if you have all that and you drive legally, and I also bought a certified helmet that is European certification on. So even with that, if you get stopped by the police, you in Southeast Asia, if you are white or black, whatever, if you are a foreigner and they see that, you will have to pay a fine. And that's just how the society work here. It's that's how they live. The police get paid so little, so you have to give them that coffee money, pocket money, whatever. And there is always a difference. If you are Vietnamese, that coffee money could be 50,000 dong. If you are Western, that is easy 200,000 dong, maybe 500,000 dong. So it is quite a big price difference on that. Also, if you are unlucky and something happened, and if you are close or if you are in it, you often get the blame. Simple as that, because you are a foreigner and you have more money than many of the locals. Not going to say that without a doubt here in District 2 and District 7, because here many Vietnamese actually have much more money than the Westerns, and that is a fact. But if you go to other districts, then it would be a little more in general that the Western have a little more money than the Vietnamese. So, but in District 7 and District 2, do not go around and think you have more money than the Vietnamese, because here they drive cars most Westerner could not afford. So if you think you have more money than the Vietnamese here, think again. They have apartments that cost maybe $1-2 million. They have Mercedes Maybach cars, Porsche cars. So they drive the Porsche, they drive the Mercedes Maybach, they have some McLaren supercar here. They have, I mean, people have money here, and they pay easy $5,000 a month per child to attend school. $5,000. Some have 2 kids. They pay $10,000 a month for school. So you know what? Up to that they could pay 5 to 10 between that for 2 kids, 2-3 kids in school every month. So people here have money. If you come to Vietnam, do not go around and think everybody is poor, because in Ho Chi Minh City and in Bangkok in Thailand, you actually going to meet a lot of people that have so much money than you that you couldn't even begin to understand it. So don't look down on the Asian people. They are hardworking and they are quite wealthy. So we're going to talk more about that in my next videos and so on. But I wanted to say, you know, these are older buildings, but they are very expensive because this is in the middle of Phu My Hung. Here is a rather new building behind me. I'm going out here and I'm going to turn around. So this building is called Antonia. This one is very new, maybe one and a half years old, maybe 2 years old. Yeah, it's a very new building. Here it's very expensive to live. If you see the glass here, it's sticking out a little here because the swimming pool is here on floor 3, I guess. But the swimming pool is also out to the road here, so you get all the exhaust, all the oink oink from the motorbikes and cars. And even though it's expensive, it is in Phu My Hung. It's new, it's luxury. I would personally not buy here because go to the swimming pool and you hear, this is what you hear and see. It doesn't give me a good feeling. It doesn't give me the peace and quiet. So for me personally, I would not buy here. But this is Phu My Hung. This is Phu My Hung. I will see here if I do this. Let's see if we can. That building here. Now I zoom in good. Try to hold it still. That building is called the Horizon. The Horizon is one of the most expensive apartment buildings I have seen here in District 7. I have not looked at everyone, but this could be the most expensive, or at least one of the most expensive ones. This building is insanely expensive. So here you have to pay a lot for one apartment. And so yeah, that is a little bit about District 7. And we don't live far away from that. We just keep walk down the road here and down, and we are at Sky 89. So yeah, that's it for today. Remember to subscribe and like, and as soon as we get some more news and stuff, I'm going to talk more about the news. But for now, I'm going to talk a little about District 7 and show you a little about that. That has been my plan all along, and I'm very happy that I can make videos and show District 7 and show how people live. But one important note, we are in one of the more wealthy areas or districts of Ho Chi Minh City. So I want to say that this is, my videos will not give you a genuine what should I say, look into how the working class live or the poor live. District 7 is, I would say, upper middle class and up, and same with District 2. So they are giving you a little skewed picture of Ho Chi Minh City. It's a true picture. I'm not going to say anything else. It is true, but it is an expat district. It is more expensive here, apartments and stuff, higher quality living, higher standard. As you see, bigger roads, less polluted, and so on. So there is no lie or bluff here. It's just that Ho Chi Minh have 24 districts, and District 7 and District 2 are the only two expat districts with all the schools and high quality living and stuff like that. District 1 is in the city center, also extremely expensive like everywhere. And take away those three, then you see the quality and everything, the standard and so on go down, and the pollution go up, and the more people and so on. So I just want to make that clear. So if you ever want to go to Vietnam, be aware of District 7, District 2 are very nice, but if you move into other districts, it will look a little different. You will have different experiences. So that's all for today. Remember to subscribe, remember to like, and we'll see you again next time. Bye bye.